3 years ago, after I was done coloring my roots, I said, well, I'm done with that, because it felt like a chore and I had to do it so often. I had so much gray hair around my temple area, I think that's what it's called, that I would see the gray coming out 3 days after I would color my roots. I could definitely see the growth here in a week or 2 weeks. So coloring your roots so often feels exhausting, and I was done with that. And I started thinking about the options, what I can do. I could just kind of let it start growing, but that wasn't for me. I just didn't want to, I knew it's going to be a line, and I just didn't want to do that. And I knew it's going to take years and years. I hadn't even a thought of shaving my hair. How crazy it was, and just letting my fresh gray hair grow and wearing the wig at during the time. But to grow your hair long like this takes a lot of time, years. Thankfully, I did not shave my hair. And then I started talking to my hairstylist, Alexa. She was already doing my hair. She knew my hair, and I told her, I think I want to go gray just because I'm done with putting medium brown on my hair. And she said, I can do that. This is very important, to find the stylist, if you're brown especially, that will take you to gray hair. I don't think everybody are brave enough to do that, but she was experienced and she knew she could do that, and we gave it a try. And it took us some time to process my hair, and I knew that, and I knew my hair would get some kind of damage from, processing it from medium brown to gray. But that's the first day I got my hair done. And I was very brave to do that, because the next day I was leaving out of town going on a cruise. But I loved it right away. Now, I don't embrace my gray, but I work with my gray, and I really, really like it. I didn't even know how much gray hair I had. So now this is my hair 3 years later. I'm about to go get it done. You have a lot of gray hair, more than I thought. And I'm glad I came to this point of working with my gray instead of covering it, because it is a very, very freeing feeling. I only get my hair done now about 2-3 times a year. So it's May right now. Last time I got my hair done was in December. All we do is just highlight it, add some warmth with a toner, because gray hair is cooler. So to balance it, we get warmer. So you can see my growth. It's kind of hard to see because it's very well blended, but my growth is kind of up to here, and all that is here is highlighted with warmth. I love how my gray hair grows. So I have this money piece naturally, and then I have these lines of gray hair here, and then it's salt and pepper, lots of white here. I'm so glad I did it. And this message is for women who are like me, who have a lot of gray hair, but they don't know what to do.